Hello and welcome to another J Railway Volunteer video. With the recent news that Scotrail is no longer looking at battery and hydrogen trains to replace the Class 156s and 156s on the West Highland and Far North line, this begs the question, what should the replacement fleet look like for the Class 153 active travel Super Sprinters, Class 156 Super Sprinters and Class 158 Express Sprinters? The Far North Line and West Highland Line are two of Scotland's most remote railway lines, which makes them highly popular with tourists. The Class 153, 156 and 158 all date from the late 1980s and early 1990s. The West Highland Line. The West Highland Line runs from the Scottish city of Glasgow to Odin and Mallaig via Crianlarich, where the train divides. The route sees up to 7-car Sprinter trains formed of the Class 153 and 156 Super Sprinters. This route is partially electrified for the first 30 miles as far as Highland Utter from Glasgow Queen Street, before running on diesel-only routes for the other 180 miles to Odin and to Mallaig. There currently is 9 unit diagrams a day on the West Highland Line, which are based from Coker Hill and are given the diagram IDs Charlie Kilo 201 to Charlie Kilo 209, with a maximum speed of 70 miles an hour on the diesel-only sections of the route. The Far North Line. The Far North Line runs from Inverness to Cardiff-Loughouse and Wick via Dingwall, where the line splits. The Inverness to Cardiff-Loughouse is some 85 miles, and Inverness to Thurso via Wick is some 185 miles each way. There are 7 diagrams a day for the Class 158, which are based at Inverness and given the diagram IDs India Sierra 821 to India Sierra 827, with the maximum speed limit of 75 miles an hour across the full route. Unlike the West Highland Line, the Far North Line don't stick and join services at Dingwall. Instead, they run them as separate trains to Thurso and Cardiff-Loughouse. Inter-Severn City. Scotrail has recently confirmed they will be receiving the Class 222s from East Midlands Railway for the Inter-Severn City services, with the help of influencing the Rail Recharge Scotland fleet, a younger diesel transition fleet, will bridge the gaps between existing diesel trains being removed from service and the supporting infrastructure being ready for the introduction of a new build fleet, allowing flexibility in the pace and extent of required electrification. The Class 222s are the only diesel trains which have a large enough fleet size and a high enough top speed to work the current 18 Inter-Severn City HSD diagrams. This will require all 22 spare 222s from East Midlands Railway, which aren't heading to Lumo for the London Euston to Stirling services. The 222s are to enable the replacement of the no longer safe enough HST sets with more crash-worthy Class 222s until a replacement fleet can be built. This will allow Scotrail to review the Hitachi 805s and 810s to see if they are suitable replacements for the HSTs or 222s on Inter-Severn City services. The HSTs have 312 seats, the 222s have 250 seats for a 5-car set, and the 7-car 805s could have a 453 seats based on a 7-car 807 with a line speed of 100 210 miles an hour for the Inter-7 city services. A 7-car 807 or an 8-car 810 would be at the limit of what Glasgow Queen Street can fit, being around 185 metres, which would allow a significant boost in capacity for Scotrail intercity services. Other routes. On top of the far North Line and West Highland Line, mainly the Glasgow South Western Railway lines to Carlisle via Kilmarnock, and the Stranraer Hardware Line runs some 60 miles on diesel from Ayr to Stranraer, and some 107 miles from Barhead to Carlisle via Kilmarnock. It was rumoured that the ex-Great Western Railways Class 769-9s was to replace the 2-car Class 156 Super Sprinters on the route via Kilmarnock, due to them being relatively flat. This rumour came from a pair of Class 769s going into what was thought to be Scotrail Blue, but later turned out to be Porterbrook livery. For the 769 freight unit project, the Glasgow South Western Railway lines have a max speed of 75 miles per hour. Requirements for a new train. The new units have to have lower dawning, as this is now a rightly expected feature on all new trains in the UK. Lower dawning doesn't just help people with mobility issues, but everyone, as it can reduce the dwell time by up to 30%. You are looking for a fleet of 20 units to cover the 16 diesel diagrams, as well as the summer months featuring 6 and 7 car trains on the West Highland line. This would lend itself to longer fixed formation trains like the Class 755/4 machines, which operate with greater anchor. The limiting factor is going to be Glasgow Queen Street, which can't take trains longer than around 185 metres, which is equivalent to an 8-car 23-metre coach length train, which is an 8-car 222 Voyager set with cross country. Due to the splitting of the route at Crichton and Larwick, it would make sense to have a fleet of 4-car end-gangway units to replace the 1-car 153 and 2-car 156s on West Highland Line and 2-car 158s on Far North Line, because of the trolley services to enable them to continue on the West Highland Line. The end gangway would be for the trolley service, to allow the trolley to pass through different portions of the train on the move, as well as to allow customers to transfer. Thank you for watching this short J Railway Volunteer video. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to J Railway Volunteer.